Okay, I think we can start. So can you hear me okay? Hear me and see me well?
Okay.
That's
Can
nice.
hear you.
Good. So guys, I am Anna. My name is Anna. And I work here in VanHack in the Julia's team. We are the HR here. So talking a little bit about me, I am a bachelor in psychology, and I made an MBA in business, and now I am having a master degree here in Vancouver. I'm also a Brazilian person, and I'm living in Vancouver for 1 year. I just arrived. So I will ask to Julia to present herself as well. Hello, Julia. Are you there?
Hey guys, yes.
Yeah.
So very quickly, my name is Julia. I'm Brazilian as well. I have been working at VanHack for almost 2 years. So I was in the beginning with Ilya, and our team was very, very small. It was in that occasion, it was just me, Ilya, and Thiago, our ex-CTO. Nowadays at VanHack, I'm responsible for managing mock interviews, resumes, give support to resumes, LinkedIn's, okay, and give some support for our premium members, and of course, helping with the Accelerator program. So any help that you, or any question that you have related to human resource field, you can ask to me and Anna, okay?
That's nice. So I'm going to try to share my screen here so we can start. Right here. So guys, can you see my PowerPoint? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the LinkedIn. Oh, I'm gonna just pass here. So this is our agenda today. We're gonna talk about resume, LinkedIn, and the cover letter. So we're gonna give you some tips, some models, and how to develop your own LinkedIn cover letter and resume. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can type. Julie is gonna help us to answer. If we do not have time enough, we can answer to you later by Slack as well. Okay. So this is the resume. This is a kind of the pattern of the resume from VanHack. So it would be great that you do not forget these important things. Of course, first it's your name. Then you put the job title. And if you have, and your LinkedIn ID, and if you have a GitHub, this is extremely important. Is somebody please mute it, please? So you have to understand what kind of profile the job market wants. So you have to you can put in your so for example, if you were applying for a position, let me see here. Yeah, this is header. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing this part here, right? That this part it talks about the LinkedIn. Yeah, you have to put your LinkedIn. Julia, can you see this part here? The people it's here in the right side. No.
Anna, what I'm seeing is the VanHack resume format. I think is your third slide.
Okay. Yeah, it's correct. So can you see candidates name, job titles, website? Okay, perfect. So that's it. To write your resume, it's a challenge. So if you have some doubts, you can follow some friends on LinkedIn. You can pay attention in how they read and they write their own career experience and history, so you can use it in your favor. So related to this VanHack format, in this top page here, you have your personal experience, personal information. So about your job title, you need to align the position with that one that you were looking for. So this is the first red circle here. it's not necessary to put the position that you are doing nowadays. Okay, you have to put it's better that you put the position that you are applying for. If you are applying for a position in Canada, you put that position there, not one that you are nowadays. And the LinkedIn, it helps a lot the recruiter to keep contact with you. So please put your the link of your LinkedIn. And GitHub, it's a really nice tool, because it helps the recruiter to understand the career and some projects that you are conducting, and also some portfolio you have, something that you did. So it's good to, it's very important to put your link of the GitHub. And some candidates ask me if it's necessary to put a phone number from Canada. It's important if you have this option. If you're looking for a position in Canada and you have how to buy the chip for your cell phone from Canada, they will have more, it's easier to they contact you, okay? Because in Brazil, if you put the number from Brazil, probably they will not contact you. Yeah. In Brazil, you generally put picture, you say if you're married, if you are single, but if you were looking for a position in Canada and Europe, those informations are not necessary, okay? So this is the beginning, the header of your resume. I will pass here. And here, it's the most important part. It is your work experience. So you have to start with your job title. I saw a lot of LinkedIn's that people started with the name of the company. But if it is a small company or a company, a local one, just for Brazil, for example, the people from Canada and Europe, they will not know this company. So it's good that you started with the job title, the one that you was working in that period of time. Then you put the name of the company and then the period, the length of time you worked there. So from this year until that one, that's good to the recruiter follow you. So bullet points are very important. As you can see here in this first experience, I put the 2 different bullet points. The first one would be great that you talk about your responsibilities. So what was your role in that company during that period of time? You have to write there. Some because the recruiter must know maybe the languages you work in that company, the code language you work in during that period. It's not necessary to write all the languages you know, just the one that you applied during that period of time. And then you can write some main projects, some achievements in the second bullet point. So if you try to make this way to develop your career experience, it's amazing because it's easy for the interviewer, for the recruiter, to understand your role and your projects. Do not just say like a job description, you know, with the positions and describing just your work, because this is not a job description. This is your resume. So it's nice to know your achievement as well, some projects and some products you developed, some projects. For example, published 15 apps in the Apple Store or something. So it's amazing to know that you did that, you know, because it's a good achievement. So this is the second bullet point. It would be great that you do not just put, you have to put some achievements because it's different from, as I told you, the job description, okay? This makes you, not any competitors, because it was you who made that. Can you understand? Okay, if you have some doubt, please tell me. So there are some active verbs that you can use here, strong ones, right? I'm gonna tell you some examples, but for example, development of something and production, or, you know, I'm gonna give you a list of these verbs that you can use now in your work experience in the following, okay? So take care to not repeat the activities. Let's pretend that this first company here, you worked with some kind of activity, and in the second company, you did the same thing. So it's not necessary to repeat because it's gonna let your resume kind of boring, okay? So try to put one thing and make it more dynamic. Don't distract the recruiter, okay? So it's good to have like 2 pages in your resume. So you try to put the work experience like from the last 10 years. If you are, I don't know, if you have 15 years old and you already have lots of experience, we're not gonna add all of them. Okay, try to put just the last 10 years, and then I will have a tab, a space to you put the other's previous experience. Let's check. About this work experience, do you guys have any doubts and questions? Okay. Here it's I'm just emphasizing that the bullet points are very important because it's easier to understand who is the recruiter, to understand how you developed the activities, right? And so in the sequence, you can talk about the previous experiences, such as I was talking to you. If you have lots of years of experience, you don't have to put everything. So let's pretend that 11 years ago, you was working in another company, so you can put here just the job title, the company, and the period of time you worked at the city. Okay, if it's good to know the period of time, because sometimes you work at 5 years, 6 years in the same company, and I can see that you were stable at that company. So it's nice to know the length as well. Okay, so don't lose time talking about all the companies because you just have 2 pages. It's better to put in 2 pages. So after this, you can put this. Hello.
Yes, Anna, can I ask you, Marlon, he said, I didn't understand one thing. Should I limit the number of experience to a certain number, like only 3?
Oh, Marlon, if for example, you pass 3.5 years in the average of each company, yes, you can put 3. But I mean, if I were you, generally I say to the client to put the last 10 years that you had, okay? But let's see what is more, or 10 or the last 3. I think it's good. But let's pretend that you have in the last 10 years you have 4 experience. So do not put, but just the last 3. I think to be a bit more concise, right? But what do you think, Julia?
Marlon, so let me understand a little bit your question. Is related to job titles and experience, or related to bullet points? Just to clarify your question.
You can say, Marlon, you can say in the microphone.
Okay, job title and experience. Marlon, usually the point is when you are a recruiter, okay, and I'm going to share my experience, you receive a lot of resumes, okay, and you have like few time to filter the documents, the best ones. So usually our recommendation is keep your resume in 2 pages. Okay. And when you have many job positions, for example, sometimes I talk with clients that has 15, 20 years of experience. So you don't need to mention all the experience that you have, because I'm not going to make questions for you related to 2002, 2007, 10 years ago, because probably many details about the job you forgot. You know, so focus in the most recent job positions that you need to describe in your resume, okay? And of course, align with the job position. But if you have a space in your resume, you can mention, okay? And Ligia asked another question. Is it good or bad to put an experience not related to the job that I'm applying? Ligia, my suggestion for you is keep your focus on your resume. Don't distract the recruiter, the person that is going to read your resume, okay? Sometimes you can add something, okay, that is not related in a direct way to the job, but you believe it's a plus. So in this case, you can mention, for example, you applied for a front-end position and you tell a lot of projects related to a front-end position, but also you would like to mention that you have a few skills being a back-end developer. So add just 1 bullet to mention that, saying, mentioning that is a plus for you in your background, okay? But don't distract the recruiter. Focus in the job and showing your skills and experience.
Okay.
Just
One more?
yeah, one more. Fajip asked, so last three currently job, it's find them. Fajip, depends on the time that you stayed in each job. For example, if you mention, oh Julia, I stayed 1 year for each job, I would say for you maybe you can mention more jobs that you had. Okay, but for example, you are 10 years in one job, more 3 years in another job, more 5 years in another job, you don't need to mention all the job positions. Okay, I don't know if you, did you understand my example, Fadip? Fadip, can you say? Yes? Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. So thank you.
Okay. Do you have any more questions, Julia?
No. Another one, Anna, sorry.
No problem.
We should kind of tailor the resume for the position applied, right? Can you answer, Anna?
I didn't understand. Kind of a tailor?
Yeah, we should kind of tailor the resume for the position applied. Means, yes. Bruno, let me try if I understood correctly. You mean to apply, to create a curriculum, a resume according the position. Is this the question, the meaning of your question? Personalize, yeah. So yes, of course, Bruno. I don't know if you were in the last section, okay, that Moi mentioned about it. So sometimes you have a generalist career, okay, but when you apply for a position, try to create a resumes that connect with the job position. Okay, so I always mention, guys, this sentence: when you are in an interview or when you give your resume to a recruiter, make the recruiter life easier to understand that you are the perfect candidate. Okay, amazing. Another question, Anna.
Go ahead.
Okay, I've been working for a big company for 11 years, and in those years I changed of role a few times. Should I have opened another title, company section, or just put more bullets to point these changes? Danielle, if I was you, I would mention the job titles that you had. Let me give one example about me, okay? About my resume. I worked for 5 years at Votorantim Cimentos. It's a Brazilian company. In this company, I had 3 different positions. So I worked with training and development, and I had the job title and the period and a description. I worked with recruitment and selection, the period and the job description, and also as a business partner. Okay, the description and the period. Okay.
Divided in 3.
Yeah, exactly, for the same company. Anna, I'm so sorry, guys. Now I need to leave the section. So, because I have a mock interview. So, Anna, now follow the questions, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
No problem. Guys, I don't have lots of access to the questions, so you're going to type, and in the end, I will try to take a look, okay? So I can answer later. Or if we pass the time, I will try to answer on Slack, okay? So let's keep doing here. And here, the side projects, you can say some projects that is very significant for you and for your career that is correlated with that position that you apply for. So you can use this so that you can put here the project and the mission, and maybe you can put the common language that you use it in that you employ it in that project. Okay, it's important to finish your background experience here. Okay, so here about education and certifications. This is already probably in the second page of your resume, and you can talk on the order of the time it worked. So, for example, first one you cannot mention anything about your. In Brazil, you say ensino médio. Okay, you don't talk about this. Just your bachelor degree up. So the first one is bachelor degree, then you can put some MBA, and then master degree, doctorate, something you did, right? Here, if you see there is the describe important projects and activities. Okay, you can put some, for example, if you are TCC, you know, the conclusion work, if it was correlated with the position that you were applying for, you can type something of this project that you developed. But if it is not correlated, you just leave it. You skip this and put just the university and the name of the course you did. And there are some people that ask me, oh, I had 2 bachelors, for example. One is let's pretend that one is computer science and the other one is the arts. I don't know, something that is not correlated. So you are not gonna put the arts one, okay? It's not gonna help you. So try to you're gonna follow, as Julia just told, you have to have a focus. So try to put just that one that is correlated with the position that you apply for. Okay, and then there are the part of languages. So I don't know if all of you are Brazilian, so you put Portuguese native and then English fluent. If you have, for example, Spanish, like intermediate, or you can put as well. Okay, so these are about the languages. And let me pass here. Here, this part is very important. It's in the end of your resume. You're gonna put the technical skills. Before that, in each position, you have put it already the languages you use it in that specific company, in each company that you were writing about. But here, you're gonna put all of them. Do you understand? It's different. In that place, you're gonna put just that languages that you use it in that company. But here you can put all, because me as a recruiter, when I am looking for a person from the IT area, I go to the end of the resume and see how many years of experience this person has in each technology. So let's pretend that you have 8 years, like this example here, in JavaScript, for example. 6 years in .NET, 4 years in as a backend, I don't know, in HTML, sorry, or in SQL or something. So it's good to know how long you have of experience in each language, because using this, I will see if you are a senior, if you're a junior, if you're a plan, you know, so do not forget to put this, okay? Let me see if I see some. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot see the chat because I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so I will answer later. Oh, if you put in bullet points, of course, it's easier, but you have lots of languages, you can put a comma and the other one, a comma and the other one, okay? As soon as you not occupy more than 2 pages in the total. So I'm gonna tell you about this. It's strange, but the recruiter just passed 7 seconds in each resume. That's true. So let's pretend that Ilias tell me, Anna, you have to find out Java developer. But this is 200 resumes, and I want 20 people, just or 15 people. So I will take a look very fast. I will take a look in each resume like in 7 seconds. So it's important that you put bullet points, and because the recruiter doesn't have time, really doesn't have time. So if you put these bullet points, it's easier for us to check if you pass in the first phase, that is the CV phase, the resume phase. So here there are in yellow. I put it what is more important. So the first second I will spend here indicate its name. The second one, your current job. The second like this. I'm looking. So your title, right? Your current job. Then the length of time. How long? If I say, oh, this guy is just 2 months, he skips from different companies all the time. That's not good. Okay, so I will take a look on this as well. And then for the previous, okay, the previous position, and then the length of time as well. In the second number 6, I will turn on the page and see the bachelor degree, your education level, sorry, and then the language. If we are talking about Canada and Europe, I will see if you have English. So if you pass this phase, you're gonna go to the second one here. That is the phase that I will look closer, look better. to your CV. That's the reason the first one, all those yellow points here are very important to you pay attention, okay, guys? Because you have to pass in this first phase. And let's go to the second one. The second one, I will take a look on these other blue points here. So you have to add numbers, indicators that will catch the attention of the recruiter. So projects, products, achievements, indicator. This will make you, okay, not any competitors. So if you tell me achievements are examples of what you already did in the past, makes you much better than any competitor. Just say, for example, I manage a team of 5 people. Everybody does that, okay? But how hard was that? And maybe tell me what this team of 5 people already developed and what was the result, the achievement. So it's important to go deeper. And here you can use those active verbs that I was talking, like I increased the sales, I decreased the time, so I make it faster if it was an app, or I drove, I developed, I created, I implemented. So implemented a new platform of CRM who helped the administration or the management of this company. So it's nice, it's amazing, okay? Using active verbs, that's, I'm gonna give you a list of as well. So this resume is an advertisement of yourself. So you have to sell yourself, you know? Okay, I will pass here. Oh, I know, if you have questions, you can just unmute. So it's better to hear you because I cannot see what you read, you are writing, okay? So yeah, this part here, I'm sorry. Yes, this part here is very important as well because it's giving examples of a good way to present yourself, to sell yourself, as I was saying. So let's see this here in the middle, the blue one. More than 15 apps published in the App Store and Google. Okay, they are calling me a mock, but I don't have a mock now. Sorry, here. Yeah. Can you see my PowerPoints?
Yes, you can.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna tell you one bad example of to sell yourself. Like I solve software issues, for example. But what kind of issues you solve it? To put in the second, to put in your resume, right? To put in the second paragraph about the experience I'm talking about. So it does that. But this one in blue here, it's nice because here you're selling yourself. Another bad one, it's working with technologies such as AngularJS, React.js, JavaScript. Okay, this is a kind of thing that it's easy to copy and pass. But you can say, if you can do this, but go deeper. So, and using these languages, I developed a software who was made to deliver food and had 2,000 downloads in the same day, 200 downloads the same day with no bugs. Now you go deeper. Can you see the difference of just say that you use the Angular, Java, and so, and that, and say the project itself, how attractive you become to the company? Makes sense for you? Like these examples here, like worked on the first virtual reality project for education in Brazil, where the 50,000 students use our app and books worldwide. So how nice is this? This is a very good achievement. Okay, so this I will be, as a recruiter, I will be interested in to know you. Oh, this guy made this. So I want to know this guy to my group, okay, to my team. That's how it's important to put the achievements. Make sense? Okay. I will go. Okay. So here, there are some tips. So you need to understand what kind of profile the job market wants to hire. So go to the job profile, to the job description, and see exactly what it's wanting there. So you can use some informations like they asked to Julia before, if I will change my CV, depending on the position. Yes, you will. Make your resume clear and concise, 2 pages, okay? Be direct, don't distract the recruiter. So do achievements and do not put other position that doesn't have anything to do with that one. Don't distract because the recruiter doesn't have the time, unfortunately. So job responsibility, more accomplishment. This is the main thing that you're going to put in each position, in each experience you had in different companies. Okay, these are the tips. And use active verbs and bullet points. Okay, these are the most important tips for your resume. So I think, yeah, this is the list. I'm going to take here to live here for a while, but you can just stop the video when I send to you and you're going to take a look. Okay, so supervise something, develop it, diagnose it, examine it, and so on. Try to use those strong verbs in your resume. Okay, so we have to pass here to LinkedIn, but I would like to know if some of you guys has some doubts about the resume. Do you have doubts?
Hey, Anna.
Hi.
I have one question. Is it okay to list distance learning?
Distance learning? No.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a e-learning. It's good. If, for example, I had an MBA online.
Okay.
And it's nice. It's nice. It's point for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. In the education level. Okay.
Hey, Anna.
Hi.
May I ask you something?
Sure.
About the leisure question. I have how can I say? Right these days, I am studying through Udemy platform.
Okay.
And by the end of their course, they give you not a badge, a certification of accomplishment.
Okay.
So you can use this on your resume from VanHack, or you shouldn't?
Yes, you can. Let me see here. There is a part here that project, side projects, and the course education. Yeah, after here, between education and languages, now you can put some courses, but it's a course that is correlated with the position. Can you see my screen? Yeah, between education and languages, you can put other courses. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so let's guys. Yeah, go ahead.
I do have a question too. It's related to the MBA. Brazilian MBA are not properly MBAs. So, what these relations? How do you explain that for when you get asked?
Diploma. Here in Canada, we call diploma. So you can just.
But I mean, I know it's just a postgrad, but it's the name of this postgrad has MBA in the middle of it, and it's not a proper master's business, degree. So should I still mention it as a MBA?
Yeah, I don't think problem because it's the name. Okay, but you can start with saying that it's. You can put parentheses like corresponded to a diploma in Canada. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Somebody else? Okay. Let's start here talking about LinkedIn. Okay. So you have to choose a picture. Let's start LinkedIn. A picture. It's different from the resume in Brazil. Of course, in the resume here in Canada, we don't have pictures, but in Brazil, but this because it's a social network, you can be smiling with don't be like with a too small t-shirt. Be just with a comfortable clothes, like a clothes that you would go to the job, such as a good t-shirt and a professional style. Yes. But you have, if you be smiling, it's more friendly, so it's interesting. And make the pictures just for LinkedIn. Don't take one picture, for example, that there is a hand here and somebody here, so you just cut off that person and the hand is still there, because everybody will see that you are using again that picture for other thing. No, you have to make the picture of LinkedIn special and important. So just that, like if there is a wall behind you, a good background, like clear, and just you smiling, it's nice. I have to see you from the shoulders to up. Okay, don't put a picture that you were in tire or you are in a party, entire body, like, or in a party. No, it's a serious, like a professional one, but smile with a good quality. Okay, Ilya once told us that if you want to pay a photographer to take this picture, it's okay. But nowadays everybody has a good cell phone, so it's not necessary to pay for that. Just good luminosity, but this is definitely important. I think that it's 7 times more that those CVs, those resumes who has a picture, has 7 times more visits from the HR people. Okay, so it's important to have a good picture. And about the headline is, what are you looking for? Oh, I'm a Java developer, or I'm a full stack, for example. So, okay, don't put the one that you are doing nowadays, but the one that you will apply for. Okay, if it is the same, it's perfect. Okay, but it's important to know, me as a recruiter, let's pretend that you are a backend, but you want a position of a full stack. So you're not going to put backend, because I will look for, when I am looking for you, and you want a position of full stack, I'm going to grab you, okay, in my filters. People from HR, they have lots of features and filters on the LinkedIn. We pay something to the LinkedIn, some few money, and you have more filters. Okay, so that's good to know that you put the headline is important, the job that you were applying for, that you want. And about the summary, you have to create an introduction to your career. So mention some years of experience. Talk a little bit about you. Years of experience, achievement, technology usage, some passion. Include some keywords that you will find in some searches. For example, if you're applying for this backend position, you're gonna see some important. But for example, you go to Indeed.com, Monster.com, those big websites, and put the position that you apply for example, backend, and see what they're looking for the most. What are the skills they're looking for? And if some of them match with your skills, you're going to take that and put in the summary. Okay? This is just a tip. So the summary is very important. You also can put your email, your GitHub, or some website, some portfolio you have. Everything here on the summary. I will talk about the summary right here. Let's talk now, then I will come back. So your first paragraph, describe, like, do a phrase who describe yourself. It's very broad. Ilya told here that Ilya is a social entrepreneur passionate about education and career development as a tools empower humanity. So he talks a little bit about himself in the first paragraph. This is the summary. Do not do a huge summary. 3 paragraphs is enough. Okay. In the second one, you can put talk a little bit about yourself. And some, for example, I study in the university town, like Ilya, and nowadays I applied the course in 2 different jobs or something. So talk a bit about you, and in the end, in the last paragraph, you're going to talk about some achievements and plans. So for you, I'm planning here in the last one I put it. I work with 3D animation, and I'm going to live in Toronto. So the recruiter will already know what are you looking for to live in Toronto, for example. Or you can be more broad and say to live in Canada, right? Or so talk a bit about you, some achievement, and then some challenges, something that you are looking for. You know, so it's not difficult. This is an example from Ilya. But if you follow these 3 paragraphs, it's very easy. Okay, do you have any question about the summary, guys? Okay, good. So then you're going to talk about the job experience. So you have, I'm going to put here in this here. The job experience, this is another example about when Ilya worked as a quick director in the Spring Activator. This was a company he worked in 2015. So here in the first paragraph, for example, you don't know somebody knows this Spring. I don't know this company. Maybe it's local from Vancouver, and maybe the recruiter doesn't know. So probably most of the experience that you have, you don't. The recruiters here in Canada, they don't know this company because it's not a multinational. For example, if it is Amazon, for example, you don't have to put this first paragraph. But if it is a local company, you have to talk a little bit about this company. For example, Ilya told here this Globo. Globo is the largest advertising network in Brazil. Nobody knows. I don't know. Nobody knows, but a lot of people doesn't know Globo outside of Brazil. So you have to have one paragraph about this. Explain what is this company. So if I were you, I would lose just one line or two talking about what is this company. The second thing, it's what you did, your role in that company, some metrics. So responsible for the entire team, I don't know, of development. So you're gonna tell me some achievements. Okay, so second paragraph are your role, what you did, what was responsible for, and the last one, some skills and some achievements. I know that it looks like the resume, especially the second and the third paragraph, but try to not put exactly the same words, because the recruiter wanna see different things. If I'm the recruiter and I take your resume, I will see some information, and when I'm looking for your LinkedIn, I want to see something different. So if you have two different achievements in the same company, put one here and the other one in the resume, okay? And the most serious you can put in the resume. And the second one here, because this is a social network, okay? That is the most important part in your LinkedIn. It's your job experience, okay? Some doubts? Do you have some questions? The job experience? Okay.
Anna,
Yes.
I have one question. In the headline, we can have two job titles.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Is it okay?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a backend, and yeah, but in this case, you are full stack. But what do you mean, for example, some example?
Maybe,
I know you. Yeah, if I don't know, for example, go ahead.
SEO specialist and e-commerce specialist, for example.
No problem. You can put two different one. Yeah, this one it's okay.
Okay.
Because it's in this almost, it's not so different. You know, it's not so. It's the same area. Okay, you can put, and you will be in the filters of both.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Still regarding this question, I do put separated in slashes. So I put full stack developer / architect / consultant. In this case, they are very different. Is that still okay?
Are you consultant of what?
My IT consultant, my last role was just consultant. You know, so.
If I were you, I wouldn't put more than two, because you lose the focus. You have to have focus.
All right.
Okay, but two is enough, and at least it be at least a little bit correlated. Yeah, do not lose the focus. Okay. So about this, yeah, we talk about the job experience. Now, skills and endorsements. So you have to have a space. If you pay attention in the end of the LinkedIn, there is a part of skills and endorsements, right? So it's just to add all the skills that you have, like HTML, SQL, SQL, sorry, or JavaScript. So everything, all the language you're able to program, and also you can put there in the skills. And also something that is not so software skills, but is a softy skills as well. Soft, I can see communication, leadership, you know. This is a kind of soft skills that you can put there. And if you ask to your friends, they can endorse all the skills that you have. So as much as better for you, as much endorsements that you have, as better for you. Don't forget to put everything in English, because you're looking for positions here. in Vancouver, sorry, in Canada and Europe. So let's see here. Oh, again, sorry. You're here. Skills and then education. There's a part under everything after these skills that you put education, languages, courses, certifications, and so on. So here in the part of education, there are people that ask me about languages. Can I put Duolingo, for example? Do you know Duolingo, guys? It's an app that you learn English, but it's a free app. You know, don't put Duolingo, but something that is very important, right? Education, you're gonna put your bachelor degree, your master degree, that's amazing. And language, you're gonna put exactly the language. In the part of language, it's not necessary to put the, I studied in CCAA, I don't know the strongest one, the ones from Brazil, cultura inglesa. No, guys, no. I just want to know if you speak English or not. So go in that part of language and put English proficient, English, or you can put advanced. You can put your level in the beside, because they will know, they will check the information if you know or not, just talking to you during the interview, okay? And then some courses and certificates that are correlated with the position you can put as well. Okay, in the end of everything, they are asking for, there's the part of the recommendations. So you have to ask at least 3 to some friends, to some colleagues from other companies that you already work at. Ask them to talk a little bit about you, just 1 paragraph, good things correlating with the position, okay? But it's necessary to be in English. If they don't speak English, they can just send you by email. You can translate and send them back, but they have to upload. Okay? Any doubt about this part? No, no? Okay. If you have doubt, please just say. Okay, we talk about this. Guys, this is it about the LinkedIn. Don't have any question about LinkedIn anymore? We're gonna pass to the cover letter, right? Okay, I will pass.
I have a question, please.
Yes, go ahead, Mustafa.
About contacts and Canadian location, which I followed your instructions in the VanHack course about to put the Canadian location in your LinkedIn and the Canadian phone number.
Yes.
And already I did that. But and I started to receive many messages on LinkedIn from Canadian companies, and they asked me about do you have a work permit in Canada? And then when I answered that no, they stopped to contact me. So what you advise about this issue?
Okay. About the number, you know, the telephone number, the chip that you put in your cell phone, it's okay. You can buy and put there, and if they ask you why do you have a telephone number from Canada, so you can say I think that was easier. Mustafa, I'm gonna just mute you. Okay. I think it was easier to the recruiter contact me because of the telephone number from Canada. So it's easier and cheaper. That's the reason I bought one. And so yeah, and the other one, because you do not live in Canada, right? So you already put it that you live. So you can say, because I am from now on looking for a position that in Canada, I put my profile in Canada as well. But of course, there is a big risk of the company does exactly what they did with you, of just do not keep with the hiring process because you are not already here. Because there are some companies that will not pay, will not invest as a sponsorship. Okay, some of the companies doesn't do that. So you have a risk of to not be accepted by that company because you don't have the sponsor, you don't have the visa, the work permit from Canada. Okay, but it is up to you to maintain or not. This tip that Ilya already said, or other people, that you are from another country and you put in your profile that you are in Canada, is just to you be in the filters. when the recruiter are looking for you. So you have your chance increased, but that is not a guarantee that the company will keep with the process after to know that you are not living here. Okay, it's just to be easily in the filters. Did I answer, Mustafa?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Okay, guys, this is about cover letter now. It's fast. It's just one page, and this is a pattern that you could follow. I can send you by mail because I think that it's cutted here, right? Some informations. So in the header, you can put name, email, some personal information such as you did in the resume. Okay, city, country, GitHub, everything you put here. The cover letter will be different for each different position. Okay, so you have to take a look in the job description to make a cover letter exactly as the way of matching you and the position. So here I put in a very easy way in 4 paragraphs. So in red, the second and the third paragraph are correlated with the position and the company. So you're going to change according to that. But the header, the first paragraph, and the fourth paragraph, you will not change if you follow this pattern, okay? You just let one ready and change the second and the third paragraphs. So the first one is your header, information about you. And the header. Oh God, where are you? Sorry again. Okay. Can you see my slide? Good. So that's it. In the first paragraph, give me an introduction about you. I'm a software engineer with 9 years of experience. I have already worked in the projects like this, like that, and like this. So talks a little bit about you. And then the second paragraph, you will correlating with the position. So talk about of how you feel the requirements of the position. Okay, the second paragraph, how you feel the requirements of that position, and so you can put some link of your portfolio about that positions as soon as it be correlated with that position. So give me some example of an app or something. Okay, this is the paragraph that you're going to change according to different positions. And the 31, you're going to talk about a correlation that you have with the company. So I researched about this project. I feel like connected with the culture that you have. And I saw a lecture that you have launched the project X. So make a research about this company and talk a bit about the correlation that you have with that then. And in the last one, you're going to make a conclusion. Okay, so if you are interested in reach me, talk to me, I'm available at 5 p.m. every day, or if you can put your telephone number. Oh, it's already there in the no problem. So you're just making a conclusion, right? This fourth one. And then respectful yours, best regards, and you make a signature in the end. Generally, this cover letter we put in the body of the email, and we attach the resume. Okay, so this cover letter must be very interesting for the recruiter, because he will decide if he will or not open the resume based on what you can offer in this cover letter. So it's important to grab the attention of the recruiter. Besides that, they will not even open the attachment. Okay, so the cover letter is important as well. Some doubts about the cover letter, guys? No? Okay, so we talk about, yeah, you already passed the time. I'm gonna stop here. So guys, basically is that. I hope I have helped you. If you have any questions, please tell me now or on the Slack. Okay. Basically is that. Do you have any questions? Good. So I will try. Yes. Guilherme? Yes, go ahead. Nobody?
Sorry, I have a bad internet connection right now. I would just like to ask if you're gonna be able to see the slides that you showed us in the future, if you're gonna make them available.
Do you want this video? Maybe I can try to upload this video. Okay?
Okay, this is being recorded, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you then.
Welcome. So guys, thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please do and ask it on the Slack. Okay? Bye guys. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.